Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup, panning, nail polish, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I have an update for a panning project from the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group. It is called Throwback 30. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Alright, Throwback 30 is a project that was created by Jessica Lee, and it takes 30 of the projects that were in the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group. Everybody votes on their favorite top 30, and then we put them all into a project where you get to pick one prompt from each project, because we don't have time to do all the projects, I'm sure. I mean, somebody might, but I doubt it. So this way we get to do a little bit of everything. There are 30 projects with prompts, and it started on July 28th of 2024 and goes until, I'm doing it until July 27th of 2025. And yeah, monthly updates, and you can do it however you want. A lot of people bring in all 30 products at once. I don't have a collection that I feel comfortable doing that, so I bring them in rolling style. I started with 15 prompts, and then each month as I finish prompts I am bringing in more, and if I don't finish any prompts I'm just going to bring in one. So that being said, let's get into what I've been working on and how I did this month. The first prompt on the list is 50 Shades of Brown. By the way, all the prompts are in alphabetical order. 50 Shades of Brown, and for that I didn't have any progress, so no talking about that one, I guess. That's okay. Moving on. Don't have any progress on that one either. Okay. We're off to a great start. The next one was 50 Shades of Yellow, and I don't have any progress on that. The first project I have progress to talk about is for Color Pan, and that is a project that was created by Misty, and it is about using anything from ColourPop, Soul Body, or Fourth Ray Beauty, any of the ColourPop brands, and I only have like lippy sticks, like one lippy stick and one lippy stick primer. I don't have any ColourPop in my collection, and I don't have anything from those other brands, so I'm working on my ColourPop lippy stick. This is in the shade Cami. It is their matte formula. I do have it on my lips today, mixed with something else, and it has separated from the base, but it is a nice formula. There is a swatch of it there. My goal is to finish it, and I have started making some good progress. I was going to say I'll insert the picture, but I've decided I'm just going to hold it up. So this is what we're looking like, and here is where we were last month, and then this is where we are right now. So I made a nice jump in progress. We started all the way up there, but it is detached from the base, so every time I roll it up, I have to roll it down a little bit, push it in with my finger, roll it down, push it in more. But I got a large jump in it this month because I've decided to try using it as cream blush occasionally, and I like it. It is a nice cool toned shade, which is right up my alley, and a little bit pink, so I like that. Over the last month I've used it 10 times, bringing me to a total of 29 uses since bringing it into the project. Whether or not I'll be able to finish it before July, we'll see, but I still have several months to go, so hopefully using it as a blush and as a lipstick will help it get some progress. The next project was for Drop 10 Before Summer, and that is about using something that reminds you of summer. I'm gonna wipe this lipstick off before I end up smudging it all over myself. Alright, and for that, I brought in from Jergens, the Natural Glow Gradual Tanning Lotion. This thing lasts forever because I forget to use it, because you have to apply it and kind of let it dry because it's a self-tanner. I keep saying 1 or 2 more uses. Since the last update, I've used it twice. I think once on both my arms and my legs, all over, and then one time just on my arms. I measured it today. We're right there. It is so close. 1, maybe 2 more uses left to go. And then this will finally be out of my collection. So far I've used it 8 times since bringing it into the project, so it's getting used, just not very regularly and not with a whole lot of progress. But it's better than not getting used. The next project is for Harry Potter, and I decided to pick the prompt Slytherin, and that is to use something with the Slytherin colors, which are silver and green. Sorry, my brain is not functioning. And I decided to bring in this leave-in conditioner from Design Essentials. This is your almond and avocado leave-in conditioner, and I've made some pretty good progress. At the last time I was able to mark progress, we were at that red line. Now we're down to there. So we made a little bit. My goal is to use half of what was in the bottle at the time I brought it in, which when I brought it in, it was at that big fat line. So we've made some progress, and it is my goal is to get down to there. I only use this when I'm home, and luckily I've been home all of January, or unluckily. It means I haven't been leaving to work. Anyway, I have been using this regularly, and I've used it 6 times over the last month. And I didn't figure out how many times in total. I had 17 uses previously. You do the math. I don't want to do it right now. So that is moving along. The next prompt I have in is for It's Panning Cats and Dogs, and for that I have the prompt Scooby-Doo, something you got from a mystery box or something that is new to you. And I brought in something that was new to me. This is the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. I got this last year as a birthday gift? Question mark. Anyway, I opened this last month, and I wasn't able to show you the progress. I have been using it since then, and you might be able to see we're getting there. I'm guessing it's probably getting close to being done, but I don't know how far down this actual product goes. I do enjoy it as a nice, like, citrusy, light citrusy scent, and quite a hydrating feel on the skin, so I do enjoy this. So yeah, still working on that. I don't track uses, but I'm using it. The next project is for lip service, and that is a project where you work on anything that is a lip product. And I brought in my Milani Fruit Fetish. This is their lip balm in Dragon Fruit Peach. I don't know where it was when I brought it in. It was fairly new. And it is now my everyday lip balm, and we're about to the top of the barcode there. So it is slightly tinted pink. I will put a little bit on the back of my hand. There we go. It does have a slight pink tint to it, but not so much that it's like overwhelming, and I feel, you know, self-conscious putting it on repeatedly throughout the day as a regular lip balm. So yeah, I'm working on it, and my goal is to finish it. Sorry, I have a thing sometimes where if collars tug on my neck, it's a thing. Alright, next is for Nightmare on Panning Street. I brought in the prompt Rosemary's Baby, and that is something new to you. And I am working on the LA Color volumizing and lengthening mascara. I picked this up at the dollar store for $1.25. I am wearing it today, and I really do enjoy it. I have worn it in 2 coats a few times, but most of the time I've only been wearing it in 1 coat because it is extremely pigmented, and I almost feel like I need like an eye makeup remover before I remove my makeup, because this mascara is quite potent, but it does do a good job at lengthening and volumizing, maybe, I don't know, but lengthening definitely, and keeps my lashes separated, and I really do enjoy it. And it has a nice skinny natural bristled brush and sort of that hourglass kind of shape. Anyway, I enjoy it very much, and for $1.25 I'm gonna go get some more because you know, it's not every day you find a mascara that you really enjoy. I have a hair that is just like in my vision. Okay. So yeah, working on that. I have it in to use for 3 months, which will be until, I had it written down, March. There we go. I'm looking right at it and it says March. It says mascara, March. All right. Moving on, the next prompt is for same pan last year, and I brought in Day of the Dead, and that is for a graveyard item. So I brought in my Yensa Super Silk Serum Deluxe Sample Foundation, and as you can probably tell, I cut this open, scooped it all out, because it was very liquidy and it kept making a mess on the tube, so I scooped it all into this little container. It was full, and it is now empty. I used it all up. Since the last update, I had 3.5 uses. I thought there was enough for a full face, but once I actually got in there and tried bringing it out, it wasn't enough for a full face. So I had to use it very strategically. I do have, the shade was a little bit dark for me. I had the shade light neutral, and I didn't have to mix it with a concealer to lighten it because, like, it's a little bit dark for me. But it is empty. Go bet. Let's see, the next prompt I did not have any progress on. And okay, next is that's expensive, and you were to work on something, the most expensive things in your collection. I decided to bring in this cologne from Avon, the Black Suede Cologne, and my goal is to use half of the bottle. And if you've been watching, you can see I'm making progress. I brought it in, it was just to the under the lip of the cap, and now we're down to here. So I made some good progress over the last month from there to there. I've decided to start alternating this and another fragrance I have in this project more frequently. Instead of rotating through all my perfumes, I'll spray this, then I'll spray that, then I'll spray something else, then I'll spray this, then I'll spray that. So I'm getting more use out of it, and sometimes I will apply it in the morning and then again in the evening, just to give my fragrance a little extra boost, because I do enjoy the scent of that very much. So my goal is to use half of it, and we're making progress. Okay, next prompt is That's So 2000s, and I got randomly selected the prompt, My Lip Gloss is Poppin', which I don't know what it's from, but apparently it's something. Anyway, I brought it, the prompt is for a lip gloss, so I brought in this Supreme Gloss in the shade Please Forgive Me. My goal was to use it 13 times. As of the last update, I had used it 9, and over the last month I used it 4 more, meeting my goal. And I still have no idea where it is. I think there's a little line of progress there, but I can't be sure. This is a very thick gloss, very pigmented. It's almost like a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry down. And yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I met my goal on it for now, so it's rolling out. The next project was The Golden Girls, and I randomly selected the prompt Dorothy, and for that you are to bring in a good lipstick or blush. It just says good. So I brought in a good blush, which I have buried. Alright, I brought in Essence the blush, and mine is in the shade 70 Believing. It is a nice cool tone blush, a nice mauve shade, and I will give a swatch of it. There's not a very, dark swatch, but there's a light swatch of it there on the back of my hand, and it is quite a nice shade. I enjoy it very much. I brought that in at the beginning of the project. My goal was to use it 25 times. At the last update, I had 19 uses, and over the last month, I have used it the additional 6 times for 25 uses in total. So it is another goal met and rolling out of the project. I did pretty good this month. I finished some things. Alright. Next project is for This Is Fantasy. Is a project around mythological and fantasy creatures, And I randomly selected the prompt fairy, which you were to bring in a nature or plant-based product. So I brought in the Bath and Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake Fragrance Mist. My goal is to use half this bottle. It was right here when we brought it in at the last update. We just made a little bit of progress, but since I've been changing the way I've been doing my fragrances, we've made quite a bit of progress. So I am working on that. My goal is all the way down here. So we still have quite a ways to go. I might be able to meet my goal before the end of the project. We'll see. I do enjoy it. I am wearing that today. And again, I'll spray it in the morning, and since it's a fragrance mist, I can spray it several times a day. And yeah, we're working on it. Alright, the next project is for tiny pans, and that was a PANtastic Ladies Pan That Palette theme where you work on a palette. Whew, a lot of P's. That has the smallest pans. I brought in a palette that I thought had fairly small pans. I don't know what the actual size is, but this is the Aether Beauty Moonlight Crystal palette. And I brought this in. This is what it looks like. My goal was to use each shade 5 times. And at the last update, I think I had 5 or 6 shades left to meet my goal on. And over the last month, I did meet my goal on all of those shades. So I've used every shade in this palette at least 5 times. And I can take my post-it note out now. And I really do enjoy this palette, and I look forward to using it more in the future, but not right now. So that is another goal met. Next we have Turn and Burn, and that is it where you work on sample size or deluxe size items. I brought in all the foil packets I had at the time of the project. That was 7 foil packets, and so far I've used 5, and I still have 2 left. I have the Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask and the Exuviance Gentle Cream Cleanser. I will use these when I go traveling again, and that should be next month. So by next month's update, these should be done. And then finally, the last prompt I was still working on is for Women Who Rock, and I selected the prompt Katy Perry Roar, a product that makes you feel fierce. So I brought in a nail polish because nail polish makes me feel fierce, and I decided to work on this mini from e.l.f. It is their Game Up collection, and this is shade number 1. It is the white cream. My goal is to finish this bottle. And the top mark there, it's hard to tell that there are 2. The top one is where we started, and the bottom one is where we are now. I have worn it twice since the last update. One manicure I will insert a picture for New Year's Eve. I did all my fingers in white with a topper, and then I currently have this hand has all white as the base. So I have a second use on that. That's why it's not all 10 fingers, but it's still a use, and so that counts. So we're making slow but steady progress. Hopefully I will get this done before the end of the project, but if not, I've given it a good shot. So it looks like I have finished 4 prompts since the last update, so give me a moment to pick out the 4 new prompts I will be bringing in, and I'll be right back. Okay, you would think I would have planned ahead, but I didn't because I had a lot of products to start with. So, to avoid overwhelm, let's go. I'm bringing in 4 products. The first one, working my way up the list, is for I Heart the 90s, and I randomly selected the prompt The Simpsons, and that is a yellow product or package. So I decided to bring in my Sun Balm Face SPF, and this expires... It expires in October, but I want to finish this. There's not much in here. Let me look and see how much it is. Okay, so we're starting down there, and my goal is to finish this. This should not be a problem once the weather starts warming up and the sun comes out more frequently. I will be using this as my daily moisturizer, applying it daily, because I want to make sure I have my SPF. So my goal for that is to finish it, and that shouldn't be a problem. Moving on. The next prompt is for happy hour, and that I did all of them random. I like to. I selected the prompt peanuts, which is something that is messy to use. So I'm bringing in this travel size of the deluxe of the same St. Ives Fresh Skin Apricot Scrub. I've had this sitting around for a while, and I thought it was brand new, but apparently I've used it a little bit, so I marked it here. We're starting there. My goal is to finish this. I will probably use this as a body or foot scrub or even a hand scrub. I will not use it on my face, is what I'm saying. So my goal is going to be to finish this. I think all of these, no, the next one's not a finish. I'm like, all of these are finish goals. No, not the next one. The next one is for Disney Princess, and for that I randomly selected Moana, and that is to bring in colors associated with that princess, and for Moana it is coral or tan. Okay, I didn't make the prompts, so that's alright. So I decided to bring in this nail polish from Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. It is a coral color to me, and this is in the shade 460 Snappy Sorbet. And I want to use this 2 times because I have other nail projects that I want to work on. So I want to get a couple uses out of that. And yeah. And then finally, the last prompt I'm bringing in is for a child of the 80s, and I randomly selected the prompt, like a virgin. Ooh! And touch for the very first time. And that is a product you've never tried before, so I am bringing in the CeraVe Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. I bought this back in December. I've never tried this product before, but I was looking for an inexpensive makeup cleansing balm. And this one is brand new, never been touched or spatulaed or anything. It's hard to tell. It's all white, but it is solid. I haven't touched it. So I'm bringing that in to use as much as I can use before the end of this project, which means I'll probably finish it because there's only 1.3 ounces or 36 grams in here. And my makeup cleansing balm I've been using from e.l.f. is so close to done. I think there's 1 use left. So I will be working on that to finish it. And just to let you know, that leaves 4 prompts left to bring in that I have not worked on yet. I am excited. So that is everything for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a great big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do that while you're here. It means a lot to me. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And I will see you from my next one. Bye!